What's up guys, in today's video I'm going to be doing an unboxing on a few fragrances that I got in. Some of these I already smelled on camera just because I had samples or decants of them and they were good enough for me to buy full bottles of them. So this is going to be a pretty decent sized haul from what at least I think I have in here. I think in this box there's only one fragrance and this is a fragrance that was used by somebody else. So it is from a Facebook group, but I did find a good deal on it. Let me try not to get this peanut stuff everywhere. All right, let me make sure there's nothing else in there. Sometimes in the Facebook groups, people are definitely generous and they end up giving you samples and stuff. I also throw in a few samples whenever I do deals as well. But get this open. This is one that's been, the one I haven't been too sure about purchasing a full bottle of. It's been the one that I could barely smell, but the price was just too good to give up on this one. So I went ahead and purchased it because it was a good price, but it's flying pretty much anyone that ever wants to buy this, or, you know, like, it's pretty hard to buy this at a discounted price right now. Discount is just flying off the shelves. And even in Facebook groups, it's flying. So as soon as someone posts it, it's gone. It's going to be another 13 by Le Labo. This is the 50 ml version of it, and it is a tester. That's why it has the clear label on it. But let's see. Let's go ahead and smell this. Even though we've smelled it plenty of times, I've worn it a few times, but now I actually have the bottle of it. I think I'm starting to smell it a little bit more. I think I can smell what people are smelling now. Well, not yet, not to like 100%, but I can smell more now than when I first smelled it. But at the same time, I don't know if what I'm smelling now is what other people are smelling. So that's going to be a constant figuring out if that's what's gonna, if that's what it's gonna be like, if my nose is gonna get better with the fragrance, or maybe I'm already smelling what it's supposed to smell like. I'm just not sure. But let's go ahead and put plenty of tape on this box. So this one is from, so these are actually purchase fragrances. This is not from a friend or nothing like that. Well, I know the guy. I've spoken to him a few times, but let's see. You might be surprised what's in here. You might not be. There is a fragrance in here that I did smell a while ago that I said I was never gonna, well, not that I said I was never gonna buy it, but I was gonna wait for it to, what's it called? Get lower, like get a lower price before I made a decision on buying it. All right, did I buy anything else? Yes, I did. Some of these I don't really actually remember. Okay, I remember what this is. I think that should be it. 3 fragrances. All right, and then before I start with these fragrances, I'm gonna go through one that I purchased the other day, but I actually ended up not making a video about it just because I didn't really think people would be too interested. It's gonna be MFK's Oud Satin Mood. I did pick this one up as well, and I got it in maybe like 2 days ago. It's obviously a fragrance I've tried before. It is not a funky oud, in my opinion. It's more of the Western, not clean oud, but kind of like that purple style oud. It is a oud rose fragrance, but it's not the oud that's gonna, like, it's not too funky, if that makes sense. In the same family as Killian's Intoxicated, this is also a fragrance that I've always wanted a bottle of, but I just decided to pick one up whenever there was a, one available, or like a deal available. And yeah, I finally got one. So MFK's Oud Satin Mood is another one that I just picked up recently. All right, and then what should we do? We already have. All right, let's start with this one. This one, we should probably already know that it's my channel, so there's probably a Creed fragrance in here. And you're right, it is a Creed fragrance. If you guessed a Creed fragrance based on this bottle. And this is probably going to be the last one from the less exclusive line that I'll be buying. It's going to be Pure White Cologne. So pull the trigger, pull the trigger on Pure White Cologne. Yeah, it was that good to me that I wanted to buy a bottle. So I bought a bottle. It is a tester bottle. That's why it doesn't come in the box. Comes in a plain box and no cap. Smells nice. I think there's a new version of the Pure White Cologne. Like, I think there was an old version and a reformulated new version. So I was hoping it was going to be the same one as the sample, and it is, thankfully. So it's too good. It's too good. Another 13 is really good. Pure White Cologne's really good. This is what happens when you sample, guys. I've always been a blind buy guy, but when you sample, you actually take the time to know the fragrance and then purchase bottles of it if you really enjoy it. Every haul's a good haul, pretty much. All right, so let's talk about this one next. It's gonna be another one I got for a good price. I did get it used. So it is Roast 31 by Le Labo, another 50 ml. The writing on here says, so it was January 22nd, 2025. It was done in Seattle. And the Purest Angel 10. It has a heart at the end. Pure White Cologne, so good. All right, so obviously I do have the sample, or I do have a decant of Roast 31. It is a little funky. It had the cumin on the top, but the way it dries down to like a powdery, not powdery, more like a clean rose smell. Yeah, so you got to give it a few. This one for sure, if you smell it straight on your skin, as soon as you spray it, you're not going to like it, because even I don't like it. It's cumin. Not that I dislike it, I just don't love it off the initial spray. But it doesn't bother me enough that, you know, it makes me not want to purchase the fragrance. Plus it goes away after a few minutes. So if this was something that stuck around way longer, then I could see why people would have a problem with the cumin. But this is something that goes away after a few minutes, at least from when I wear the sample. And like right now, it's starting to go away a little bit. The cumin comes off a bit BO-ish. So, and the thing about the BO smell, it's not the BO that it's not my body odor when I'm sweaty. It's like somewhat like you smelled someone else's body odor, and they kind of just walk by you, and it's kind of like that spicy kind of body odor, if you know what I'm saying. All right. But then last one is a fragrance that I said I was never going to purchase until the price went down, and I did find a really good price on this fragrance. I did find it below $200, which is pretty hard to find as right now with this fragrance. Let's go ahead and open it up. It's gonna be Centaurus by Creed. And yes, I will be getting Delphinus soon. I just haven't seen it available for under $200. Once I find it for under the $200 mark, I will go ahead and buy it. But this, just in case you guys care, is the, let's see if it says the batch. I don't know if it's that number. This is an F003113 batch, so it is a newer batch. I believe we're still on the F batch on Creed, but I'm not too sure. Let's go ahead and spray this on. Obviously, this is not the best time of the year to purchase this fragrance, but I went ahead and purchased it anyways, just because it's a good deal. I was gonna buy it anyways. Plus, the way this smells, or at least the way this, I remember it smelling, this is a fragrance I'm probably gonna get rid of my Triumph de Bacchus for. Or I might just keep both, but I probably would wear this one more often. So, all right, I don't remember what I said when I first made my initial video Maybe I said it was medicinal. I don't remember. I don't think it's medicinal right now. I kind of find it a little bit earthy. Yeah, it's earthy. Hint of vanilla. I'm not sure if there's a peach note in there. Definitely tobacco. This one's the only one I'm probably gonna put the notes on. Just, oh, I didn't realize the batch number was right there. All right, so Centaurus Creed. I'll go ahead and pull this up. Nope. All right, so top note, cinnamon, tobacco, cardamom, pink pepper. Middle note, sandalwood, patchouli, heliotrope, geranium, jasmine. Base notes, bourbon, vanilla, benzoin, tolu balsam, tonka bean, and ambroxan. Now that I say cinnamon, or now that I read cinnamon, I could definitely smell the cinnamon. Cardamom, don't really smell it. You do get a little bit of the sandalwood, but it's not like a Santal 33 sandalwood. Maybe slight creaminess to it, but not too creamy. Maybe it changes when it dries down. And yeah, the bourbon, vanilla, tonka bean, for sure. But that's mostly what I get. Don't really get any of the patchouli or heliotrope or geranium, none of that stuff. But obviously it's probably gonna change when it dries down. All right, so I said I was gonna get rid of Triumph Tobacco for this fragrance. I actually don't think they're that similar, or they're not similar. Sure, they're tobacco fragrances. Like the tobacco is a similar style of tobacco, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's redundant to each other. You could definitely wear them in the same situation. But yeah, definitely not redundant. All right, so that's my haul. Let me know what you guys think about this fragrance haul. I don't think I have any more fragrances on the way. Do I? Yeah, actually, that's a lie. I did one of the biggest deals and swaps in my fragrance history. This is probably like $1,000 worth of fragrances that I got rid of for like maybe like $500-600 worth of fragrances plus cash. So I do have a bit more coming. I would say it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's 3 fragrances, maybe 4 fragrances. Some aren't new to me, some are. But yeah, let me see. Well, let's go ahead and rank these real quick. I feel like Centaurus is very different in this. Well, actually, they're all pretty different. All right, and then for the cumin note on the Rose 31 fragrance, it's already gone, pretty much. All I get right now is soapy rose. All right, so all right, this is gonna be pretty hard. Another 13, I would say, is gonna be, it's good. I'm not sure if I'm getting the whole thing. So it's kind of hard to put something in first place if it's not getting you, if you can't really smell the whole thing. But it is a compliment machine from when I've worn it. So for right now, I will put Pure White Cologne in first place. Let's see if you can see that there. I will put another 13 in second place, but this does have hope into becoming obviously in first place. And the Labos Rose 31 is going to be in third place. Now, the only reason I'm not going to include Centaurus and Oud Satin Mood into these fragrances is because it's two kind of really different from what these are. But let's say, you know what, if I do, I think I'll put Centaurus in front of Rose 31, and I'll put Oud Satin Mood behind Rose 31. So this would be my top 5, according to whatever. So the Pure White Cologne first, second another 13, third is going to be the Centaurus, fourth Rose 31, and fifth Oud Satin Mood. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Let me know if you guys have smelled these fragrances. Yeah, let me know what you guys have coming in the mail. This is something I've had coming in the mail for a while, but with the July 4th holiday, it did get delayed. I also have a few more decants coming in, just because I'm a try first kind of guy now. Not really, but I'm just got a few things that I was interested in. I'm more interested in finding a really good tea fragrance. So I do have 2 decants of tea fragrances coming in. Since I do love Imagination, I love Asian Green Tea by Creed. I think tea is it could be one of my favorite notes, so I want to explore it a little bit more without buying full bottles, especially in the Shanays. I have pretty bad experience with them, so I'd rather just have a pretty cheap sample. That's it. But that's all I have for you guys. I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good one, guys.